I'm Iannone, and welcome once again to the Sports Reel. And guess what? It's time for a crossover review!
Sweet, I love doing crossovers. What are we reviewing this time?
We are not reviewing anything, Rosenhacker. I'm doing this by myself.
But you said it was a crossover review, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a crossover review in that I am reviewing a movie called Crossover.
Come on, I already got my sports ball jersey on and everything.
Sports ball jersey? I can't even believe I just heard another human being say that. And it's the wrong sport. This is a basketball movie.
Hey, Iannone, as a fellow Pats fan, we've got to do a crossover.
Again, that's the wrong sport. This is a basketball movie. Nice of you to offer, Chris, but I'm good.
Fine, I don't need you. I don't need you at all. I got everything I need right here. Jealous.
Yeah, okay, you have fun getting blown.
Hey, listen, I haven't had a crossover since last MagFest, and if I recall, you were in the room with me, so, yep, you're getting what I'm getting. Crossover. Now, the second annual crossover between Hazard and Iannone. So, I mean, I'm gonna probably get top billing, but, you can get second billing, that's pretty good. And,
Go away, Hazard. I'm not doing a crossover.
come on, man. The movie's called Crossover. You're not supposed to just say no. It's reviewer law that you accept any crossover that comes through.
Oh, really? Well, I guess I didn't get the memo.
Hey, Ian1, it's Count Jacula.
It's Iannone.
Yeah, that's what I said, Ian1. Apparently we're doing a crossover today.
No, why the hell would we have a crossover?
I don't know, but it says on the schedule, Ian1 crossover. You do sci-fi or something?
No, I do sports movies, and it's pronounced Iannone.
Yeah, that's what I said, Ian1. Sports, huh? So what, like Ultimate Brain Ball?
That's not a real sport.
Says you. Anyway, how are your Celtics doing?
The season is over, and it's Celtics.
Yeah?
Celtics. It's pronounced Celtics.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Everyone pronounces it Celtics, you moron.
This coming from the guy who can't even pronounce his own name?
Look, everyone, I appreciate the offers, but I am not doing a crossover for a movie just because it's called Crossover. That is just cheap and gimmicky.
Well, I guess you don't want to do a crossover, you guys, so let's just leave him alone.
Finally, somebody's listening to... Oh my god, Sad Panda? Dude, do you want to do a crossover with me? That would be so awesome!
Oh, it's just how it works. When people from the forums ask you for a crossover, you say no, while they riff-raff or something, but when a channel awesome producer, a French one mind you, asks for a crossover, you're all okay with it. Pathetic.
Oh, well, yeah, I just figured that, you're a big basketball fan, so it would be okay if you wanted to do a crossover? Huh?
Yeah, but you root for the Celtics.
But Panda...
Oh, I see how it is. Nobody like me, you're not gonna give the time of day. But Panda? Oh, he's big news. You know what? Fuck it.
Well, come on, Rosen. I didn't mean any offense.
Be jealous. Jealousy. Be jealous.
Okay, I don't think you even know what's going on anymore.
And listen, buddy, you better understand you've made a very bad enemy. A very, very, very bad enemy.
Okay, so I've alienated all of my friends and made a few enemies. Let's talk about the movie. Crossover is a 2006 movie written and directed by Preston A. Whitmore. You may know him for being the writer and director of The Walking Dead. No, not that one. Yeah, this one. Some Vietnam movie that doesn't even have any zombies from what I can tell. I wish I was watching that movie instead. I mean, I've never seen it, but it can't be any worse than Crossover. We're talking about a movie that, as of this recording, is ranked number 33 on IMDb.com's bottom 100, with an average score of 1.9 out of 10. Can it really be that bad? I'm dreading the answer, but let's find out. As the movie starts, we see where the majority of the budget went. Getting Wayne Brady for one of the main roles. And yeah, he's the only person in this you'll recognize. He's playing Vaughn, a former sports agent who now runs a successful street basketball gambling ring. Holy shit, we're only 2 minutes into this movie and already this is some of the worst editing I have ever seen. Everything is happening so quickly. Things are sped up for no good reason. This may be more vomit-inducing than a Bourne movie. Vaughn makes a call to our main character named Tech while he plays a game with his friend Up. No, I'm serious. The other guy is named Up. What kind of a nickname is that? Well, anyway, Vaughn has set up a game for Tech's team called Enemy of the State to play against their rival team, Platinum. So Tech makes a call to his best friend, Cruz, who is studying to become a doctor of, doctory stuff. So Cruz just up and ditches his class in the middle of what was probably a very important lesson so that he can play on Tech's team.
Oh snap! It's a new ride? Oh yeah, it's a graduation present for my grandmother. Well, let's do the damn thing. Yeah, it's on.
Gee, with such a subtle overhead shot, I can't possibly imagine that bike coming into play later on in the movie. So then we get thrown into the game with very little introduction to our characters. We don't know their personalities, their motivations. Hell, I can't even tell which team I'm supposed to be rooting for. And you can't even tell who to root for by looking at the cheerleaders because they don't wear the same colors of either team. So we see that Tech has a grudge against the other team's leader named Jules, with a Z. Clever.
What I say, man, don't turn this into a thing.
But man, just because you say it don't make it right. Now I came to break him and he gonna be broke. Come on.
Guys, you have now wasted several valuable seconds by bickering at mid-court. You want to get back on defense already? Naturally, the bad guys, I guess they're bad, win the game by 1 basket, and we then see Vaughn taking his girlfriend out to dinner at the cheapest looking club I have ever seen. And it's here where we learn more about Vaughn's past as a sports agent.
It's a living.
You were making a living.
I was a sports agent in Los Angeles. Emphasis on the lost. Yo, I was a doormat, Nikki.
Oh, boo friggin' who. Yeah, it must have been really tough being a sports agent, taking millions of dollars from your clients while negotiating deals for them that they probably could have negotiated by themselves. Asshole. Vaughn then tells his girlfriend more about what he does.
Look, the World Series and the NBA Finals are the 2 most bet on games in the country.
No, they are not. That would be the Super Bowl by far.
See, at least this way I'm giving these kids an opportunity to make money doing what they love to do.
How much are you paying them?
A G a player, 2 if they win.
And you always know who's gonna win.
You don't think they always know who's going to win in Las Vegas?
No! No! They don't! Remember Super Bowl 36 between the Patriots and the Rams? The Patriots were 14-point underdogs. Nobody expected them to win that game, especially not Vegas. But they did win! You really suck at your job, don't you? Later, we see Cruz go home to his grandmother and he wonders why she's up so late.
Good. What you doing still up?
You know I can't shut my eyes knowing you out there on that motorcycle. I don't know why I bought that thing for you. It's gonna be the death of you.
Subtle foreshadowing! Cruz opens up a piece of mail informing him that he has been accepted to UCLA on a basketball scholarship. The next day, he goes to work with Tech at a sporting goods store and invites him to the orientation.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Well, hey, look, I'm about to go to the bathroom. Hold it down.
Go pinch that loaf, dawg.
Please.
Ew, who the hell talks to their friends like that? I never want to hear any of my friends say that to me, ever! And was it really worthy of a bro hug? Meanwhile, Vaughn is taking his girlfriend back to the airport. And she's gone for the rest of the movie. Bye! You were totally pointless! Back at the mall, Tech has a conversation with a girl from the nearby nail salon named Ebony. Yeah, real creative name. She invites Tech and Cruz to a tattoo party she and her friend are hosting. But then Jules and his team come into the store.
After that spanking we gave y'all last night, the honey's been blowing me up.
You beat them by one basket! That's not a spanking, that's a squeaking! At lunch, Cruz and Tech are approached by Vaughn.
So what you here for then?
Calm down, not get your panties out your ass.
Okay, Wayne, I'm sorry, but you cannot pull off the tough guy act. Unless you're playing it up for laughs like you did on Chappelle's show, it just doesn't work. You're just too charming to be intimidating. So Vaughn is trying to convince Cruz that he can get him to the pros, but Cruz is more interested in using his scholarship to UCLA to become a doctor.
I've lost my appetite, man. Let's go back to work.
Oh, you lost your appetite for the NBA?
Look, I ain't interested, all right?
You ain't interested. That is every black boy's dream.
Wow, that is a really offensive generalization right there, Wayne. I can't believe they paid you enough to say that. What's worse, I can't even believe this movie was directed by a black guy. Later that night at the party, Cruz pairs up with Ebony's friend Vanessa, while Tech tells Ebony about why he's working on his GED.
How long have you been working at the mall?
About 4 months.
And what'd you do before that?
Time. 8 months, Mount Correctional Facility. Look, I hit a guy. You all right with that?
Yeah, nothing charms a lady quite like angrily admitting to your violent criminal past. Those panties will be on the floor in no time. Tech and Cruz take the girls back to Cruz's house to use the pool, and it's here where we discover that Vanessa has the magical ability to make her top disappear. No, seriously, look. Here she starts to take off her skirt, but in the next shot, her shirt is off. Burn the witch! So while Cruz and Vanessa are making out, Tech and Ebony have another talk.
So, you probably wishing you hooked up with Vanessa.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but you was thinking that.
Wait, Tech wanted to hook up with Vanessa? Since when? He never said a word to her, and it was Ebony who came into the store and invited him to the party, not Vanessa. Consistency, movie. Be consistent. After the girls leave, Cruz and Tech talk about their upcoming trip to Los Angeles.
Yo, I asked her if she would go to the orientation with me in LA.
That two-timer. He chose a girl he's known for just a few hours over his best friend? This is going to tear them apart.
Look, come on, man. I'm not mad at you. She a fine little chick, for sure. Gotta get my money right. Can make it a double date to LA.
You asked Ebony.
Yeah, I asked her, so what?
Or maybe the situation will be resolved in less than a minute. Conflict? What's that? So Tech has to come up with the money himself to go to Los Angeles with Cruz. To do this, he'll have to work extra hours at his job and save up wisely. Or he could just do some hustling with his friend Up. And since these games are apparently really boring, the movie decided to do more of that fast-paced editing that I love so much. Then again, I guess I should be in favor of anything that makes this movie go by faster. Sometime later, we see Cruz taking Vanessa out to dinner, and she gives him some big news.
My friend hasn't come visit me this month.
What friend?
Period, my friend. So you're not mad?
I've never had much of a family. All I've had is Madeira since my mother died. I don't want to be like them other cats out there. You know, if we're gonna have a baby, I want to do it the right way. I want to get married.
Are you serious?
Dude, how long have you known her? I mean, the movie gives us a pretty poor idea of how much time has gone by, but it couldn't have been very long since these two first met, and now you want to marry the girl who latched onto you once she found out you were good enough to play pro basketball? I thought doctors were smart. And speaking of going pro, Vaughn interrupts their dinner to once again try and persuade Cruz to go pro. I'll save you the trouble and summarize the conversation. You should go pro. No. You really should. No. Get it? Got it? Good. Then there's this scene where people finally figure out that Tech and Up have been hustling them, but it's just another pointless scene. Tech and Up manage to get away and we never see these other guys again. You can tell the ideas for this movie weren't fully developed because there's a ton of padding, but it's still only 95 minutes long. Finally, we get to Los Angeles. Cruz and Vanessa take a tour of the campus at UCLA where they watch a group of steppers. Okay, first street ball and now steppers. You are trying way too hard to push this movie on an urban audience. And if you are going to show how awesome these steppers are, perhaps you shouldn't show them dancing with fucking candy canes! Have a funky, funky Christmas. So while that pointlessness is happening, we see that Tech has landed a role in a nationally televised commercial. Wait, what is this? The Rock? Man, how bad does your basketball movie have to suck when even Spalding won't attach their name to it? But after he's done filming, Tech learns that he was the body double and someone else is going to be the true star of the commercial.
Yeah, Nick Carvel, he's the star of the commercial. But he can't play ball, but with your help, he's gonna look like Michael Jordan. You wanna meet him?
It's all right.
I can grab his autograph for you, man.
That's all right.
He do it all the time, man.
Say it, that's all right.
Dude, what are you so pissed off about? You're still getting paid. First you're all butthurt because you ended up with Ebony instead of Vanessa, and now being a body double makes you bitchy? Yeah, I'm so glad we have such a likable main character. So Tech takes Ebony back to their hotel room and they get into an argument.
Look, Tech, I know you're upset about the commercial.
But play your role.
Play my role? What role?
Oh, like you don't know? A cute girl latches on to ambitious young guy for a free trip to L.A.
Look, you really need to slow your roll right now because you've been drinking a whole lot and you talking real stupid right now.
Oh.
That's only his second beer. Soon after, Cruz and Vanessa return, and after Vanessa rips into Tech and accuses him of riding Cruz's coattails, he reveals a secret about their past together.
Tell her, Noah. Tell your fiancé of all of 5 minutes how I mortgaged my future for yours. Taking that assault beef? Tell her about the party. Tell her about how you got drunk and you hit that rich kid. And I took the rap because I didn't want to break your grandmother's heart.
What a twist! After the big fight, everyone goes back to Detroit all pissed off with each other. Ebony and Vanessa go back to their jobs at the nail salon.
Wait, I thought you said he was a good man, girl.
Good for nothing is more like it. Do you know his credit is so jacked up? He went and got a cell phone in our daughter's name, and she's only 4.
One word, trifling.
So I was all like, girl, I can be a bigger stereotype than you. And she was all like, oh, no, you didn't. And I was like, oh, you better believe it, girl. And then she was all like, oh, no, you didn't. And I was all like, oh, yes, I did. Cruz decides to be the bigger man and go apologize to Tech. But Tech is still being a butthurt and admits to Cruz that he's jealous of his natural basketball talents.
I wish somebody would give me a scholarship to college. Well, so do I. Oh, come, yeah, that's easy to say. You already got one. But not anymore. Somebody leaked that I played in the game against Jules for money. It was in the paper, Tech. They revoked my eligibility and pulled my scholarship, man.
Okay, this has been said by reviewers before me, and it'll be said again by reviewers after me, but show, don't tell. Wouldn't it have been nice to actually see Cruise getting the phone call where he's told that he's lost his eligibility and his scholarship? I mean, all the emotions, the heartbreak, the anger, the sadness, the denial, all wasted so he could have more scenes like this.
Friday night, we got paid right here.
You got Junior? Huh?
No, don't do it. Don't ever do that. So after Cruz and Tech make up, Cruz goes to see Vanessa and he tells her the news. At first she seems supportive, but she still expects him to go play professional basketball. Cruz is not interested in playing pro and has instead opted to go to community college. Vanessa is not happy with this decision and drops a bombshell.
The baby isn't yours.
You are not.
Wow, it's just one twist after another. Shyamalan would be proud if he wasn't busy making his own shitty movies. So Vanessa dumps Cruz and he takes off on his motorcycle in tears. Oh yeah, you remember all the build-up with the motorcycle from earlier, right? Gee, I'll bet none of you saw that one coming. Tech finds out about Cruz's accident and rushes to the hospital. Okay, wait a minute. How did he get there at the same time as the EMTs? They should have gotten there long before he did. Later on, Tech goes to confront Vanessa at the nail salon, but not about the baby. Oh no, are you ready for some more bullshit? Well, here it comes.
It took me a minute to figure it out, but you was the one that leaked the story to the paper.
Okay, you have to have some solid proof of this. You can't just outright accuse her.
Cruz might not be able to play ball with a bad lung, but he can show as hell be a doctor. So you live with that.
You didn't show any proof of this! How do you know she was the one who broke the story to the paper about Cruz playing in a game for money? It could have been anybody who saw him play in that game. It was a pretty big crowd after all. But no, Tech is dead certain it was Vanessa. Why?
I see the author's name wasn't even in the paper.
Anonymous means it could have been anyone, you stupid person! Okay, so Tech gets together with his teammates and tells them his plan to make the money to pay Cruz's medical bills. He has made a bet that his team will not only beat Jules' team, but hold them to just 12 points. But when Vaughn gets wind of this, he is none too pleased.
You think you're slick, huh? Hey, what's up?
Uh-oh, Wayne Brady's getting ready to choke a bitch! Vaughn says he won't allow for the game to happen, but Tech insists.
What's the matter, boy? All Jules has to do is score 12 points and I'm done, and you're up 10 grand.
You can't win. Jules' team hasn't lost a game in 3 years. And even if you...
Wait! Jules' team hasn't lost a game in 3 years? Then how the hell can you run a successful gambling ring? Nobody is going to bet against them if they never lose. That would be like betting against the Harlem Globetrotters. This movie is falling into a new plot hole every 5 minutes. Alright, let's keep moving. It'll all be over soon. Tech and his team get their game against Jules and his team. Yeah, this is only the second time we've seen them in these uniforms, and it's the end of the movie. The ads for this movie led you to believe that we'd see a lot more of this, but no, 2 games is all you get. Not that it matters anyway, because it's also heavily edited. Check out these shots where Tech puts up the ball goes out of frame, and then comes back into the frame and goes in the basket. You're not fooling anyone! So Tech's team is indeed doing what they had set out to do and have held Jules' team to under 12 points. Tech's team needs 1 more basket to win, and instead of taking the shot himself, Tech gives up the ball and he takes the game-winning shot. Hold on a second. Vaughn had talked to Cruz and Tech about this earlier at the mall.
See, Jules loves money too much to let you win. So much that he even gave up the winning shot because he understands that it's not about the points, it is about the game.
And now Tech has done just that. He gave up the winning shot by passing the ball to his friend and teammate whose name is Up. He gave up the winning shot. He literally gave up the winning shot. Are you telling me the only reason this character's name is Up was so they could make that ridiculous connection? Oh my God. Oh, my brain is hurting from all of the stupid. Screw it, I'm just gonna power through this last bit. After the game, Vaughn pays Tech the money, but then makes him an offer to be his agent and take him to the pros, but Tech tells him no. He leaves with the money, and we end on an epilogue narrated by Up.
Cruz got out the hospital with a clean bill of health, graduated from community college, and moved to the dirty South to finish up his degree at Morehouse to be a doctor. Yeah. Ebony moved to New York and got a gig doing makeup for commercials and stuff. And I think her and Tech still kicking it. Tech did his thing in the community college, got his shine on, a scout saw him play ball, and now he's playing for the Euro League, repping the D in a big way. Detroit basketball holding it down. As for me, I'm working on my game, waiting to get my shine on, my crossover, and it's coming, baby. Holla back.
Was that sequel bait? Oh, bullshit! No, you don't get a sequel. You get to fall into obscurity and some guy from Massachusetts making fun of you. That's all you get. And that was Crossover. There's really nothing good to say about it. The acting is bad, the editing is annoying, the characters are all one-dimensional stereotypes, and there's not nearly enough basketball. And when we do get basketball, it's just not exciting. This is one of those movies that's really, really bad, but not in any of the fun ways. You know, the main idea behind this movie is that these two kids who have the talent to make it to the NBA pass that up in favor of education. But it is executed so poorly that the message falls on deaf ears. Coach Carter did a much better job of getting the message of education across. And you know, come to think of it, I may have been too harsh on that movie during my review. But you know what, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not like the real Coach Carter would ever see that review.
I'm Iannone, and those are the highlights.
And you're ugly.